24 car of Brian Melvin taking up half the racetrack. But once these cars get spread out, they're going to be all over the racetrack, and we'll just do our best to keep track of them and let you know what's going on. You've got your favorite drivers. Pick them out, cheer them on, let them know. Brian Demion setting a nice, slow, leisurely pace as they come around turn 4. Jim Oakley gives them the double green flags, and we are racing. Cheryl Jacobson back out onto the track. Look at him go 3 wide down there into turn 1. This is what enduro racing is all about. Robbie Ford pedaling backwards through the pack. Look at Jackie Reddick in 7 making a move in that big old cow car. We have got a lap in the books, and we are racing. Brian Demion stretching it out a little bit. Peter Jacobson in 88. And here we go. There's Mercedes. Corey Gagnon, Marty McDonald. Well, that good-looking car didn't last too long. And Cordell Pritchko, they are caught up and hooked together. And the yellow flag comes out here with just one complete lap. And what the heck was Peter Jacobson thinking as he just about went into Mercedes as he slid around into the dirt? Cordell Pritchko, he is going to have to bring out the convincer to get that left front quarter panel off the tire of that number 19 car. And Marty McDonald's pretty new car, all of a sudden not quite so pretty. The fastest selling bar and the fastest bar car. We're back racing. Calvin Furman and Fred McPhail making a bid for the lead early as they are trying to close in on Brian Demion. Brian free and clear. That's where you want to be in enduro racing as he's stretching it out. That car 24 always well prepared for the enduros here. Car 96, Steve Quinn making a bid. Battling and banging with Fred McPhail. Gail Sparham in car 68 making a move. She's clear of the traffic and starting to move in on Calvin Furman. Car 74, Tom Rick. Trying to make a move. Car 74 is up into 4th place, battling it out with Steve Quinn in 96 in the 18 car of John Dadson. Also making a move, but right now it's Brian Demion about to put Rick Hayes a lap down and setting his sights on Darren Winslow as the field starts to stretch up. Calvin Furman's in 2nd place, Gail Furman in 3rd spot. Good battle between Tom Rick in 74 and the 18 car of John Dadson as they stretch it out. There's that 16 car. He's got a fender rubbing. He's got big-time trouble here, and he's going to have to duck down into the pits and let them go to work on that pretty number 16 car with the convincer. Also, an early pit stop for Tim Gagnon in number 13, and the 88 car, Peter Jacobson. Peter was up in 2nd place, and he just about went into the side of Mercedes car. They're putting some new rubber on those cars. Tim Gagnon gets a quick look, and he is headed for the end of pit lane to get out onto the track. 63 car, Marcy rolls down pit lane. Some trouble for her early. And also the 28, the 2, and the 48. That 28 car of Rod Burns from the cook shack. Maybe he left the stove on. Super Dave, not looking too super as he trundles down pit lane there for a look at that car. Tim Gagnon down in the pits. They've got the hood up. Marcy's crew having a look at the right rear. Could be a tire or a brake problem. The 16 car continuing to roll around the track slowly. Let's check where your leaders are. There he is, Brian Demion. Crossing the start-finish line on lap 10. Calvin Furman in hot pursuit as they close in on Cordell Pritchko, the latest to go a lap down. Look at Mercedes making a move up through the field. Not sure if she's on the lead lap after that spin. I'll have to check the timing and scoring on that one. But Mercedes all on the hood. It could be an early end to the afternoon for Nathan Tupper as he gets out. Look at the disgust on his face as he checks under the hood trying to find what's wrong with car 48. There's an action at turn 2. Demion, your leader, goes hard into the tire wall. Slides down to the inside. Clayton Busher wrapping with the 34 car. The 19 car of Cordell Pritchko involved. Also Cheryl Jacobson, Corey Gagnon in 00, and the 80 car of Ron Bass, and the yellow flag comes out. This is going to take a while to sort out as our safety crew is going to have to rebuild that tire wall in front of the Guardian safety barrier. What a horrendous break for Brian Demion in 24 as he had led right from the get-go. Something happened and he took a hard shot. He headed straight for the pits. Hopefully Brian is okay. Marty McDonald's crew working hard there, jacking that. He is going to take the lead. Here comes Marty McDonald in that pretty number 66 car. Number 91, Rick Hayes coming back out onto the track, along with Peter Jacobson in 88. Marcy down in the pits, Marcy Coleman. She's back out. Hopefully they found the problem with that Camaro. Number 80 car of Ron Bass coming in for a look. A hard shot for Brian Demion. And a tough break, a bad way for Brian to end the day. As he looked up and Furman gets a quick restart, being followed by the 74 car of Tom Rick. Calvin trying to get free and clear here. Steve Quinn in 96 coming up behind him, and Brian Melvin in 34. Gets that car refired, slowly getting back up to speed. Let's see what happens as the field comes around here. Just about to complete 24 laps, and Calvin Furman is on a roll. Car 74 is Tom Rick, looking good. Melvin in 34 slowing down once again. Clayton Busher back out of the pits, trying to get back up to speed here, see what his car's got left. Wide, Gale and Jackie battling and banging. Jackie trying to get the big old cow car down low, as is Brian Melvin in 34. Gail Sparham having some trouble. She's about to get passed by John Dadson in number 18. Mercedes trying to get her lap back. She has got a battle on her hands, though. She has to catch up to Calvin Furman. There's Calvin in 58. You usually call Calvin's number at some point during the race. And there he is, picking his way through the slower cars. Another spin. That yellow number 16 goes around one more time. Down in the dirt, trying to get back onto the racetrack. Just about went into the side of Bill Morrison in number 5. Super Dave. Looks like he ran into some kryptonite or something like that. He's been having trouble with that vehicle all day. Going the wrong way down pit lane. There's he pulls it behind the wall. And there goes that 16 car around it. And we've got a problem. Car broken down in turn 1, waving everybody past him. I tell you that makes for a very long few seconds when you're dead on the racetrack and everyone's going by you. Back on the throttle, that is the number 5th, second place. 3 and 4 wide, tapping between the 11 and the 5. Ray Fortier. And there's the 96 car of Steve Quinn. Steve was up contending for the lead earlier, but now he goes sideways and goes down the dirt and gets back onto the track. Mercedes right now has her lap back on Calvin Furman, but Calvin battling hard to try and keep Mercedes one lap down. There's a spin up in turn 2. The number 3 car goes around. Fred McPhail gets tagged. That number 3 car of Darren Winslow spins down into the mud. And a hard punch on the side of the number 16 car, Brian Demion at 24. The yellow flag is out. I think the red flag is going to fly. We're going to bring the field to a complete halt here. Waiting for the call from timing and scoring on that. 41 laps in the book. It's a chance for the Smurf, Wes Brooks, to dive down into the pits for some work on that 09 car, who's also involved in that wreck. Safety crew getting out. The first thing they're going to do is check on the driver. And there's a problem. Tim Gagnon getting back on track just in time to get tied up with Rick Hayes. Car 2 of Super Dave is trailing some smoke. We'll keep an eye on him, see if he gets the black flag. Mercedes going 3 wide as she tries to get around Taverner in 92. Tough running up there. But Mercedes gets the job done. Sets her sights now on the birthday boy. Birthday Brian Hodgins. And what is this? That 16 car looks like he is going to get back out on the track. The yellow flag is out. Action in turn 3. Gail Sparham tied up with the 91 car of Rick Hayes. And another one of the top cars, 23, Mike Paulus. That is how quickly it can go away on you in enduro racing. 1 second. Paulus right up at the front of the pack. 23 car And the 91 car of Rick Heron on Darren Winslow. And Peter Jacobson, also Ron Bass back there. Gets back in second place. And you look back to the third place. We've got another spin. That's car 15. Mike Williams goes... Front bumper on the 3 car of Darren Winslow. And there's a spin. There goes Peter Jacobson. Check that. Cheryl Jacobson in 99 goes right around, gets her car straightened up and brings it out of the pits and back onto the track. Keri Wheeler in the pits. His crew has a new tire ready to go. Getting ready to jack up that 70 car this afternoon. Able to come from one lap down to contend once again. Rick Hayes. 15 car, Mike Williams is up high on the racetrack. And we've got to spin. The 4 car of Al Wells goes around. He gets down out of Your leader goes around. Mark Hopkins goes by him. And Datsun goes up in smoke. He gets punched from behind by Ron Bass. Marcy Coleman also involved in there, as is the 15 car of Mike Williams. And just as quickly as you lead a race, the lead goes away once again. Ryan Devian knows it only too well. And now Don Datsun finding out the hard way just how quickly fortunes can change here in enduro racing. 77 car of Mark Hopkins leading the way. He is halfway down the back straightaway, now setting up to go into turn 3. Calvin Furman well back after several trips to the pits a little bit earlier on. Let's look at that battle for second place. Murison and Mercedes. There they go. Scott Kessler as we're coming out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. There's a 76 car. And Kelly Jones back and forth. Smoke coming out from under the hood there. I'm not even sure what they got the hood latched to, all the damage to the front end of that car. He goes up in smoke. The crew sitting back. Shane Cole and a whole lot of racing room as they close in on Calvin Furman. Here is Murison and Mercedes battling it out. There's Super Dave Laidlaw going down pit lane once again. Looks like he's lost the left front tire. Good battle on the track. Murison gets through the traffic and do what the heck to do. We're closing in on all this lap traffic. Who's fast and who's slow? Number 19, Cordell Pitchlow, holding up 77. Hopkins gets pushed high and Murison takes the lead. Mercedes ducks low and she is battling it out door to door with Hopkins for second place. Now Murison goes in as Hopkins goes high, stays on the throttle as long as he can. Let's see what happens as they come down the front straightaway. And Hopkins holding onto the lead by half a car too. And now a spin. The 91 car, Rick Hayes, gets out of harm's way. Gets down low. That could have been tense as the leaders rolled on by. Now Bill Murison closing in. You can see it was that Guardian safety barrier. Now Hayes goes around again. Rick Hayes parked sideways in turn 2. The yellow flag comes out. Yellow flag. Let's see if everyone sees him. Whoa, Super Dave has to get on the binders hard. And Rick Hayes spinning and sliding around. He's dropped a big puddle of fluid down the back straightaway. The yellow flag is out. Safety is going to have to go and have a look at that. Terrible restart. Drops all the way back to third place on lap 134. Shane Cole, one more. Your attention, I know it might be hard to hear me out there, but Trevor Ditchfield, driver of the 31 car, Trevor Ditchfield, your 6-year-old daughter is waiting for you in the Pit Stop Cafe. Trevor Ditchfield, report to the pit stop, and that's where you'll find your daughter. Mercedes working her way through that slower traffic, now passing Rick Weiss in 22. He's closing in on Todd Tavener. Hopkins trying to get a big problem down the front straightaway. 99, Cheryl Jacobson, 8, Robbie Ford, and the number 74 car of Tom Red. All involved, they get slid down. Marty McDonald refires, number 66, and he is headed back out onto the track. And there's a spin. Mercedes, your leader, race leader. That car is stopped up in turn 3. And the field rolls on by. I didn't see what happened to Mercedes there. Going again, that's not going to bring out a yellow flag. There goes 16 around again. They're going to keep an eye on that car. I think he's able to keep it fired. Let's see what happens. Some more damage to the front end. Got a whole Bugaboo Creek car closing in on Kelly Jones. And another spin. That is Al Wills. Al Wills backs down way. Marty McDonald gets by. Keri Wheeler, 16 up and over. Gail Sparham doing a roll and a half. Yellow flag. The safety rolling quickly. AAA Towing coming over there to have a look. There goes our volunteer crew. Let's see how Gail Sparham came through that roll. Driver is okay. Car 68 completes a nice, slow, gentle roll. Lots of steam coming out there. No doubt. Mark Tomney, in fact, the driver of the 74 car, he was in the pits under the red flag. Just as we thought, he ran out of gas. Yellow flag out. We have got a couple of cars together here. Looks like the 99 of Cheryl Jacobson. But I didn't think so. He is, in fact, a couple laps down. And there goes Robbie Ford. Mercedes goes dirt tracking to get past those slower cars. Scott Kessler and Mark Hopkins go door to door battling Scott Kessler. Paul Richaud, he's more laps down than you can count, but boy, what a problem he caused on that restart. As Hodgins and past Marcy Coleman starts to close in now on Mercedes. As she starts to see is going to be the next barrier. We have got a spin and a collision with the tire wall. That is the 34 car of Brian Melvin. He goes around. Paul Richaud barely gets by as Melvin trickles down. Kessler is willing to push it as he goes down into turn 3. Backs off a little bit, and he is slipping and sliding around. So is Mercedes. They are able to hold on to their cars. I think they're going to back off a little bit. The next Mercedes and a slide. Murison goes down and tags the wall. Bill Murison is stopped down by the inside wall. Murison gets his car going again. Bill Murison slipping and sliding, able to hold on to it. Great job, Scotty. Keep a hold, boy. Importantly of all, one last trip through the puddle in turn 3. Here he goes. Kessler on the brakes. In that second groove, holds onto the car. Good job, Scotty. Here he comes in to check the checkered flag. Scott Kessler takes the victory. Second place, Kelly Jones in 76. In third place, a valiant effort. Mercedes rolls it across. Number 53 car to victory. What a show. Jeff Frieda from Moog coming down to congratulate your winners here this afternoon. Second place in parts, Moog Day at the Races. Scott Kessler getting congratulations from our major sponsor here this afternoon. Good job, Scotty. Kelly Jones running a quiet race all afternoon, finishing second. Good job of conserving that car, big guy. And Mercedes battling back through adversity and all sorts of horrible stuff. Takes third place here this afternoon.